Okay, the movie How Do You Know, which was Reese Witherspoon as a, I guess, ex-softball player, Owen Wilson as a current baseball player, and Paul Rudd as a, I guess, at that time, former business executive. It's a bizarre love triangle where it begins with Reese Witherspoon's character kind of being cut from the USA softball team for the Olympics. And while that's going on, Paul Rudd's character has kind of lost his job and is probably being indicted by the Department of Justice for potentially for wire fraud. So Reese kind of makes a less than educated move and goes out with Owen Wilson, who plays the standard Owen Wilson character where he's bizarre, weird, and kooky. And then she ends up having a really bizarre lunch with Paul Rudd's character as his life is going down an epic downward spiral. But when they're together, Paul Rudd kind of feels pretty good. So Reese's relationship with Owen is kind of weird and bizarre and almost kind of a, I hate to say like a sadistic way, but I guess kind of like a more like almost masochistic sort of way where he's entirely a chauvinist. There's just no doubt about it. He doesn't even try to even kind of hide that, and he thinks that it's good that he's not trying to hide it. You know, like it's almost like there's a benefit to him kind of being honest and going, hey, you know what? I'm kind of a prick. I treat women like objects. You know, there's a lot more in the way of drama than there is in comedy for this one. It is still a romantic comedy. There are some moments that are kind of funny. It's not like uproarious funny. You're not gonna fall down laughing. It's got a couple of good lines here and there. And seeing Jack, and this is just fantastic. You know, he does essentially the bizarre, crazy character who's essentially the Paul Rudd's father. And their side profile dealing with the indictments and whatnot, it's actually pretty decent. The weird thing ends up being is that for a romantic comedy that's got a lot of drama in it, all minor subplots get fully developed, which is weird. Which is probably the movie is actually about 2 hours long. The ending definitely is something to be desired, but it has probably one of the greatest songs you're ever going to hear in a movie. I think it's "Turn Off the Lights," Teddy Pendergast. So all in all, it's a pretty good movie. If you think you're going to walk into this and you're going to just, you know, fall out of your side laughing, it's going to be absolutely hilarious the whole time, you'll be disappointed. It's a good, solid movie with good, solid acting that probably could have been punched up a little bit more on the comedic side and probably had a little bit less drama. But all in all, you know, it does a very, very good job. It's a solid movie. Just not what we consider nowadays for romantic comedies.